This is your host, Jason Snellgrove, and I will be your guide as we journey down the road to pleasure hunt or hitting the long trail to those great comp hunts. This is the Coonhound Collective podcast. All right, welcome to the podcast today. Today I am joined by Mr. Kevin Cowan. How's it going today, Mr. Kevin?
Going great, Jason. How about yourself?
Oh, doing good. Glad to have you on this week. We're going to talk a little bit about some WTDA and a hunt that you got coming up. And but first, before we jump into that, why don't you just kind of share with us where you're from?
Well, my name's Kevin Cowan. I live in a little town. Actually, it's Western Grove, the closest town I live to, but my address is Everton. So, but I'm going to say Western Grove, live in Western Grove, Arkansas. I'm married, got 2 kids, and love hunting tree dogs.
Yeah, and the first time me and you met was actually, I know, the squirrel dog people will know your name right away because it seems like every time I turn around, I hear Kevin Cowan this, Kevin Cowan that when it comes to squirrel dogs. But actually, the first time I met you was at Wheaton, Missouri at a PKC coon hunt, and you was hunting a walker dog.
That's right, and I actually I actually own some hounds. I've got a walker dog that, not to get sidetracked, but a walker dog out of big money that's in Ohio right now. I'm half owners of a English dog that I'm real excited about. He's about a little over 6 months old. He's probably treed 10 or 12 of his own coons that he's been shot out to. And yeah, I love the coon hunt, Jason. I remember in that hunt and had a lot of fun. Had a good time. Yeah, I love the coon hunt, and I do have a few hounds, but I'm more passionate about curs.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Well, and like I said, the squirrel dog people will know. How many squirrel dogs do you have now that you're actively pushing?
Okay, so I have, that's either world champions, reserve world champions, or state champions. I've got, I think, 11.
Yeah. I knew you had quite a bit because it seems like, the squirrel dog, and I don't want to get sidetracked here either. I know we got on this phone call, and before we got on here, we said we weren't going to get sidetracked, but
we did.
I'm very intrigued with the squirrel dog world. I've kind of dipped my toe into it just a little bit. No competition hunting, just kind of messing with some feist that are some of my own and some that is mixed with Todd Cole's stuff. And I really like those little dogs, and I'm really intrigued with some curs and treeing curs. And like I said, so I kind of follow the squirrel dog world, and I thought, well, they said Kevin owns that dog. Well, they said Kevin owns that dog. And I thought, my goodness, he owns quite a few dogs in the squirrel dog world.
I just love it, brother. I was sick for a long time and couldn't hunt and was supposed to have died before now and literally weighed 548 pounds in 2023 and sucking on oxygen for 3.5 years. And when I decided to get me a dog, I still couldn't walk 50, 75 yards, but I got one anyway. And my uncle was with us the weekend I met you. He was with me and the guy that we rode up with. I don't know if you got to meet him, but Melvin Dye. But real nice guy, passionate about walker dogs. He's had walker dogs all my life. But anyway, we went up there and just had a big time. But I do have a lot of squirrel dogs that I sure do enjoy promoting. Yeah. But I almost lived through this dog world a lot through other people, so that's why I got so many dogs. I sometimes I can't hunt, and sometimes I can, and I'm getting my health right, so we're gonna hunt a lot, Jason.
Yeah, well, me and you are going to get together, and we're going to do a lot longer podcast than what we have planned for today. And when we do, we're going to talk some of those hounds, and I definitely want to hear about some of those squirrel dogs because that's a world I'm interested in maybe moving into eventually. But today,
I'd love to be a part of helping you get into that. We live close enough. I'd love to fix you up.
Well, we may get serious and talk about it because I've kind of been having my feelers out, my eyeballs out, kind of looking for something, and I'd like to dipped my toe in some competition squirrel hunting. I'm telling you, and I don't want to get off track too much, but I had a little dog here that was just turned 12 months old and got sick and died on me. And he was a feist dog, but I'm telling you, I trained him because I didn't know how to train one any other way. I trained him just like I do a hound. And when you unsnap that little feist dog, it didn't matter if it was 100 yards or 100 miles, he's going till he found him squirrel. And
well, that's what I want.
yeah, but the phone call today that we're having is to talk about the WTDA, the World Tree Dog Association. If you're not familiar with, Mr. Kevin recently has purchased the WTDA, and you're putting on a pretty big hunt on August the 8th, and I wanted to get you on and let's talk about it and promote it. I have plans, as long as nothing happens, of me and Angel coming down and hunting in it. So I wanted to get you on here and let's kind of talk about what it is you're doing and the entry fee and the money and, all that stuff.
Yes, sir. I'll make a 2-minute story 20 minutes. I'm going to try to condense this. So if I miss anything, just help me out.
Okay, I sure will.
But anyway, we're having the first annual WTDA Jerry Cowan Memorial Hunt. I'll get my tone will change a little bit, but that's my dad, and he passed away in 2020 of COVID. I won't go into that. That was a bad year for all of us, and I almost did myself. But anyway, I made it. My mom made it, but Dad passed. So Dad here in Arkansas, he was a pastor. People know him all over the country, but here in Arkansas, he was really known for pastor, of course, but dog man. He's been dog man all my life. So he was my best hunting buddy I ever had, and I just think it's cool to be able to have something to honor my dad and have all these. There's several old timers that can't even hardly hunt anymore and don't competition hunt. That they'll be there. A lot of them will just be there to talk and visit and stuff, but a lot of, some of them's going to hunt. They ain't hunted a comp hunt in 3 or 4 years, and they're going to come and hunt just because they knew my dad. So we're having let's see, it's an open entry. It's a $55 entry fee. We are paying 100% of everything back. We are got $1,000 added purse to it. We've also already got some collars, Garmin collars, gift cards from Conkeys, things like that. And we're going to get together on August the 8th and just have a big time going to hope people gather around a little early so we can visit. And if they knew my dad, I hope they'll come up and tell me a story about hunting with him. And I just look forward to meeting a lot of people that my dad knew, that loved my dad loved them, and maybe some new folks that just maybe heard about my dad, because my dad never was known in the coon dog world on the comp side that much. He hunted local stuff all my life off and on, but he coon hunted all my life until he got sick and couldn't. And then in 1999, he bought him a cur dog, and I won't get into that, but it was Buffalo River Sam that ended up winning in a world hunt with, I think they had 60 or 70 dogs, something like that, in it, NKC world hunt. And so a lot of people know about my dad. It just means the world to me to be able to buy the WTDA and be able to have a hunt like this, Jason.
Yeah.
It just does. I'm passionate about it. I love it.
Yeah, I can tell. I know the conversations that me and you've had on the phone leading up to this. I know your heart is in this, and you're passionate about seeing the WTDA succeed and making sure this hunt is a great hunt. So, $55 entry fee, $1,000 added purse. What is the location of where the hunt's going to be held?
It is the old Northwest Arkansas Coon Hunters Club there at, I believe was the name of it. It's only a mile and 1.7 miles from my house. Grew up going there, but I'm having trouble remembering the name of it, what everybody else knows it as. But if you go on PKC side or something like that, and you see hunts at Western Grove, Arkansas, it's that clubhouse. They've allowed me to start having hunts there, and we're fixing that clubhouse up. We put a mini split in it the other day, and really fixing it up, and just excited. But the location is Western Grove, Arkansas.
Okay, and it's August the 8th. And did I see that the deadline's 8 o'clock? Is that right?
I believe we put it for 7:30.
7:30,
but I could look
okay.
at the flyer real quick, but I believe it's 7:30.
Okay. So
Maybe we put it 8, brother.
yeah, I seen
if I'm wrong.
I seen the flyer floating around, and it may be 7:30, but I thought I seen 8. But you can go on the WTDA's Facebook page; it's on there. That's where I seen it at. So, like for me, me and Angel's going to come down. My dog's not registered in the WTDA. What do I have to do to be ready prior to that day or the day of that event to be able to hunt in that event?
Well, really, unless they want to, which would be good if they know that, because every dog does have to be registered in the WTDA. They have to be registered, even to hunt in this hunt. Even though it's a memorial hunt, they've got to be registered. But here's what I'm going to do, and I wasn't. Nobody else knows this, but because it's a memorial hunt for my dad, I'm not making. The rules are normally you have to be a member, and I made that rule to hunt or register a dog in the WTDA. That's the new rule in the WTDA, and then we take that membership fee and we add it back to an added purse for the end of the year at a World Hunt. So everything that comes in for membership for the WTDA is 100% of it's given back to the hunters at the end of the season at their World Hunts. But so we're not going to, if people want to join that day, the WTDA, they can. And obviously we'd be blessed to have them and honored that they decided to. But because it's a memorial hunt for my dad, and there's a lot of people, or I say a lot, I know there's a few hunters right around here that they're only coming because it's my dad. That's it, in my hunt, for my dad. So I'm not going to have anybody that don't want to. They're not going to have to pay their membership that night to hunt in this hunt, and it'll count just like any other hunt. However, if they decide to hunt in the second one, they would have to.
Gotcha. So what about registering?
I hope I answered your question.
Yes, sir.
I may have got sidetracked.
No, you're good. What about registering your dog? How do you go about registering your dog with the WTDA?
Okay, we're coming out with an app. You'll be able to just real quick. You'll be real soon, a week or two. It should be. That was supposed to be a week or two a month ago, and Kevin got a little sick and it didn't get done. But we're real close. But right now, if you want to register a dog, you can text our registrar at 870-754-0775 or email her at Ricky, RICKI .WTDA@gmail.com, or you can just give her a call. Either one. You can give her a call and tell her what you want to do, and she'll get it registered. Or you can literally just text her and text her your paper, say, I'm sure your dogs are UKC and PKC registered.
Yes,
Jason.
sir. Yes, sir.
So you would just send her one of your sets of papers on your dog, and we got, online payment where you can either you can send your payment in by check, or you can do it online. And that's all you got to do. She'll get you fixed up.
Okay. Do you happen to know what the fee is for registering with them?
Yeah, sorry, I left that out. $20.
Okay. So is it a $25 membership or $20 membership?
No, it's $20, but now that ain't required for this hunt.
Right.
But it's $20 membership, and again, 100% of that goes back to the hunters.
Well, $20 membership, $20 to register dog, that's pretty reasonable. And the $20 membership, 100% of that's going back into a pot for a world hunt. I think every hunter out there that's hunting and that's going to come to a hunt like that could swing that. Even if you're not going to hunt in another one. I mean, The money's going to a good cause, for sure.
It is. It is.
So
What I thought, Jason, is $100 would be less than $100 to pay for even if I'd done the membership thing, which I'm not going to require that. But even if they pay it for $95, they can pay their entry fee, register their dog, and membership, and have based on a 20-dog hunt, which we'll have 20 dogs. Based on a 20-dog hunt, payout will be $1,000 for a $55 entry fee, and then a Garmin T25 collar, and then there'll be a lot of other things, but I don't want to start saying all that, and then it fall through. And
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I think I'm going to have more, but I know I can, based on 20-dog hunt, $55 entry fee, win $1,000 and a Garmin collar, and then a big plaque and all that. It's going to be good.
Yeah. So Kevin's still putting stuff together and finalizing things for this hunt. But August the 8th, I would encourage everybody, especially if you're in our part of the country, to go. Like I said, my plan is to be there. I have a female that's bred, and if she's out of heat and I can get her back in shape, I'm gonna have 2 dogs there because I'm gonna make Brett come and handle my other dog for me. Because he don't have nothing to hunt. So I plan to have 2 dogs there if I can get the other one out of heat and back in shape in time to go. But I'm bringing one for sure. So I would encourage anybody to go. I mean, that's pretty reasonable. $55 at a chance to win $1,000. That's pretty good. Plus, you're supporting something that is in the process of being built to be big, and to support another avenue to support the way of our life and hound hunting, not just squirrel hunting, but Kevin's got big plans for some hound hunting. And before we get off here today, I want us to touch on that a little bit and talk about what me and you talked about before we got on the phone about a hound only world championship.
Yes, sir. So we'll be having a hound only. It'll be the first one that, to my knowledge, now the WTDA has been around 35 years this year. So, but to my knowledge, it'll be the first only hound only world hunt, and we're going to, for sure, I'm willing to do this. However many entries we have, we'll have a low entry fee. It's going to be around $200. It may be a little bit less. It may be more, but it ain't going to be over 300, but probably 200. So, but I'm going to guarantee $5,000 to the first place winner. I don't have all the details out. I don't, but we did have it scheduled for this fall, and I thought it was a bad date. And it will be this fall sometime, but I thought it was a bad date, so we moved it. And I don't know yet when that date's going to be, but I'm very passionate. I mean, the first time I remember going hunting, Jason, was when I was 4 years old, coon hunting, and it was with hounds. So I want to just do whatever I can for the tree dog world.
Yeah.
And no, I ain't going to be running the country hunting a hound personally, weekend after weekend. But you'll see me at a few hunts probably this year packing a hound. But most of it won't be that. It'll be cur dogs. But I'm passionate about tree dogs, and I just want to. I think it'd be cool to be able to have another great registry for hounds, especially, I don't know how to say it other than just say it, but I think it'd be really cool to have a hound world hunt in the Ozarks every other year, and that's
Yes.
what I plan to do. So,
yep, and I know they used to have some stuff at Green Forest and places like that, and I know that it's a drive for people out east. We know. We all know that live over here. But in the same turn, it's a long drive for all of us that live over here to go east. So I think you moving it around, and I think you'll get participation from people in Oklahoma, Texas, and places like that maybe wouldn't drive to Ohio because they can't get off work and be gone that long. And of course, you might not get participation from people from North Carolina, South Carolina that don't want to drive all the way over here when it's over here. But it gives an opportunity every other year for you to participate in a different world hunt, which I think is a really cool idea.
Yes, sir. I just think it's the right thing to do. And traditionally, that's what the WTDA's only been up north. But in that 5-state region or whatever it was that they had, uh, they moved it around. And I just think it's the right thing to do. I don't care to drive to Ohio, to hunt, because I drive all over the country. I'm retired. I can. But a lot of people, Jason, yourself. I mean, you can't just take off any old time you want to because you're younger than me and you still working, you know.
Yes, sir.
So you can't just take off. So I think the people in this area deserve every other year a good world hunt, and I want to do that in the squirrel dogs
Yep.
and the coon dog side. I just want to. It's just what I want to do, and I care about those folks on the East Coast. But I go see them a lot, so they can hopefully find it in their heart to come see us.
Yes, sir. Well, and, people may be thinking, I've not heard of the WTDA, but if you follow the Joy Super Hunt, if I'm not bad wrong here, the last year's WTDA World Squirrel Hunt winner was invited to the Joy Super Hunt. Is that correct, Mr. Kevin?
That is correct, and they'll be our world champion, reigning world champion, will be there competing.
Yeah, so I mean, the WTDA has been around for a while. I know Kevin is very passionate about it. We've had a couple conversations leading up to doing this, and me and Kevin's going to sit down and when we both have a little more time and he feels better and I'm a little more rested and got my mind a little fresher, we're gonna talk some dogs and how Mr. Kevin got into it and how we got to where we are today. But we really today wanted to get on and we want to talk about this memorial hunt for his dad that he's putting on and kind of promote it and make it a big thing, because it is a big thing. And I would encourage anybody that is in the Southwest Missouri, Northwest, Northeast Arkansas, Southeast Missouri, Oklahoma, that can drive over to be a part of it, to come over and be a part of it. And it's going to kind of have everybody says, or not everybody, but I've heard a few people say, I kind of wish things were like it used to be. You show up at the clubhouse and, guys are sitting around telling stories and then you draw out and you go out and hunt. Well, in conversations I had with Kevin, that's exactly what this hunt's going to be like. So I would encourage you to come be a part of it for sure.
Yes, sir. We'd love to have as many as possible. We welcome everybody. Doesn't matter what type. Actually, don't even have to be a hound at this particular hunt. They may be a cur dog or two there. So if you got a coon dog, and whether it's a grade dog or whatever, bring it, and we'll single register that sucker if it doesn't matter, and just bring them on and hunt what you feed, and let's come and have a good time.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think we got what we wanted to get covered in this one, and as Kevin kind of works to get more information on the hound only world and gets a date, stuff like that, me and him is going to have more conversations. We live pretty close together, so I'm going to be in conversations with him on a regular basis and stay in contact with him, and then we're going to get together and do a long form podcast. So was there anything else we needed to cover about your dad memorial hunt, Jerry Cowan memorial hunt?
I don't believe so. Just I might say I'm not trying to rush you off or whatever. You can talk as much as you want, but I just want to say, Jason, thank you for your time today. I've really enjoyed hunting with you. When the first night I met you, I got tickled at myself telling somebody the other day that I was trying to figure out if you were the guy I thought you were or another guy that I was hoping you wasn't.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank God you were, and I look forward to even getting to meet you more, and I enjoy visiting you and with you, and thank you. I look forward to seeing you at this hunt. I know I'll talk to you before then, but thank you a bunch, and I've been keeping up with you. You're doing a great job. I love your podcast. Watched you. I stayed up with you and your wife most of the night.
Yeah.
It felt like all night.
It was all night.
And I was in Arkansas and y'all in Oklahoma. But at that youth hunt. But anyway, thank you, buddy. And we welcome everybody. We're going to have a good hunt.
Yeah.
It'll be a hunt that you can come and be proud of winning.
Yeah.
And it'll mean the world to Kevin because I'm just a softy when it comes to my dad.
Yeah. Wow.
You might see a grown man cry some that day, but it'll be okay. I'll be okay.
Yeah, that'll be good. Well, I sure appreciate you getting on with me a few minutes today and talking about this and getting the word out. And like I said, me and you'll have some conversations in the future, I know, and some more podcasts, I'm sure, to do. And hey, maybe it'd be where, I can come do some live coverage with some WTDA hunts at some point.
Well, I was fixing to ask you when we got offline, so I hope so. I definitely hope so.
Well, I'll get this thing shut down. Hold on just a minute, Mr. Kevin. Thanks, guys, for listening to the Coonhound Collective podcast today. We really appreciate you taking your time out of your day to listen to the podcast. If you don't mind, head over to Facebook and give us a like, and head over to Instagram and give us a follow. It's both at the Coonhound Collective. Also, if you would like to reach us here at the Coonhound Collective, you can reach us at thecoonhoundcollective@gmail.com. If there's someone that you would like to hear on the podcast or a product that you would like to hear talked about, please send it to thecoonhoundcollective@gmail.com. Thanks again. Have a great day.